What is this?
Steel fighting, steel armor. It is not a scripted show.
Don't embarrass us. There you go.
I said a punch.
Don't pull it back. There, give him the full Hulk hands treatment with this.
Hey, welcome to episode 27 of The Hills Have Nerds, the only podcast guaranteed to plunder your dungeon if you just let down your drawer bridge. You know what I mean. Today we got a special episode for you. Aaron and I had the chance to go down to Eminence, Kentucky to the Kentucky Highlands Renaissance Festival. While we were there, we got to meet all kinds of great people, saw all kinds of great art, great music, ate some great food. But the main attraction was sitting down with members of the Lousiville Royals armored fighting team. These guys are putting on full plate armor, running into and away from each other for God knows how long, fighting with giant medieval weapons. They are real life knights, man. It is absolutely incredible. And we were super lucky to get to sit down with them, the captain of their team, and a member of the Cincinnati Barbarians fighting team to talk all about armored MMA. And Aaron hits me in the head with an axe. So I'm going to stop right there and let you guys get into it and let you find out if Aaron killed that guy.
Yeah. Oh, God. Aaron, don't hurt.
Good. I was good.
He said full punch.
So how long have you guys been doing this? How long have you guys been doing
We're like a year and a couple of weeks. Here at the Ren Fair, we're not really keeping track of the points. It's just for the fun for the show, and we let the crowd decide who they thought won. If you want to fight for points, it's usually head strikes are 2 points, body shots are 1 point. Anything with the blade of the weapon, anything with the punch shield, it's got to be a good solid hit where you know you got hit before they'll count it. If you're just out there physically worn out and exhausted and just doing a little bit of a flail and tapping, they won't count those points. Okay. So you've got to really want it.
Yeah, we were watching. So you guys were like waylaying into each other. I mean, that's
half the fun.
And you'd think with the armor on that. So how much do those blows register with that armor on?
More than you'd like, but less than you think. You definitely still feel it, and it depends on your armor, your padding,
and where you get hit.
And I appreciate you keeping that. I asked, just for transparency for our listeners, I asked Mike to keep his armor on while we were doing this, and he was so gracious as to do that for us.
So the armor itself is. I think we're all wearing brigs today, yep. Brigandine armor, which is steel plates riveted to cloth or leather, so it does not breathe well. Underneath that, we wear the gambeson and chausses, which is basically a horse blanket that the armor attaches to.
Yeah, and protects you from pinching and
it gives you some padding, some pinch protection. Yeah. But it also does not breathe well. No. So when you get in there and you're physically doing activities, if we're doing one-on-one fights, there are 1 minute rounds, and it will be the longest minute you ever experience.
Right.
But
the funnest minute you ever experience.
Yeah.
So he told us how hot the armor is. But how much does it weigh?
Training.
This is an army sword. This is our one-handed sword.
And this might be our best episode.
That is actually the minimum weight for
Aaron,
an army sword.
Let Aaron do that.
Yeah.
So I think, what is that, like 1,100 grams? Something like that?
I'm terrible with the metric system. Yeah. It's somewhere around 3 pounds.
3 pounds. Yeah, 3 to 4 pounds.
Now imagine you've got, about 2.5 pounds on each hand.
Probably 10 pounds for your arms.
Depends. Mine is
or
titanium,
if you've got
so it's a little
shoulders
bit lighter.
The size of Pluto or Jupiter on dumb with planets.
Even then.
Your helmet's usually 15 to 20 pounds.
I'm about 84 pounds all in because I'm full steel.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm a little guy. I needed the extra protection.
I'm probably 60 to 70 pounds, even with it being titanium, but I've got more coverage. So my legs
They're
and
titanium,
my
so you're
arms
lighter.
are titanium,
Right.
along with the gorget.
Did you buy or make this stuff? Or?
That's
Bought.
yeah.
I got scared.
Okay, it's
Mo-
expensive.
Most of the a little bit. Most of the armor is made in Ukraine, so
Okay.
you send in your custom measurements and they make it there and then ship it to
Buying
you.
new.
So
Okay.
yeah. A standard basic
can-
kit is
there are
between $2 and
people
$3
who
grand. Now it
will
can go all the way
decide,
up to
you know,
10 grand if you want to be super
My
grippy.
rig is steel, so
it's
it is
not
heavier.
a low barrier for
But-
entry.
No,
It's-
no, but we have a good community. So a lot of
So
people
a
that
lot of
have
people will buy the steel
been in it
because
for a
it's
little while,
cheaper.
they're getting new armor.
And they'll
They
get
like to
into
give
it.
their armor to the newer people
And they
at a
will
lower rate. So
decide
it
they wanna
is
go with
there are ways
titanium.
you can get into it
They're
cheaper,
doing
but
duals
you definitely
only,
have a
they wanna
financial
move
commitment you have to
better,
make to the sport.
And so it's
And that's what I went for. Was if you
Yeah.
look even the size of my shoulders
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
his, that all that metal adds up.
yes.
Right, and these actually help protect this area right here that is bare on him. So if he were
Yeah.
to get hit right there, it would be very
Right.
very
If
painful.
my arms are up and
Right.
I take a shot right there.
So have you
that's
ever had a hit that's kind of like jarred you? You've been like, damn, okay, hold on, we got to calm down a little bit.
not specifically in the gap of an armor, but I have
Yeah.
taken a few shots with a one-handed or a two-handed axe that made me really think about how much more I wanted to play.
Yeah, and I think I asked you guys, but the answer again, you can't. So what got you all into deciding to do this? Did you do any type of other kind of like close combat or
No,
martial
we
arts or
actually
anything?
Came to the Ren Fair and enjoyed the show so much. At the end of the day, they were like, "Hey, if anybody wants to sign up, we got a booth over here. You want to go sign up?" And I was jumping up and down and like, "Let's go do that!"
Every good battalion of knights needs a leader. And that's where the captain of the Louisville Royals, Brandon Bishop, comes in.
The team was already a thing before
Okay.
I was around. They were actually Derby City Armored Combat, and
Okay.
so they existed. There was already a team that did this. I got involved with them as Derby City Armored Combat, and then around the time COVID hit, everything just kind of died off, and I rebranded it the Louisville Royals Steel Fighting Team, made us a new logo, started recruiting some guys, and now here we are about 5 years later. I was actually a professional mixed martial artist for about 18 years before
Okay.
getting into armor, and I just always wondered what it was like to fight in armor, and the second I saw the opportunity, I took it. So
Yeah. So where did you see it? Where did you discover it?
I was getting ready for work one morning. I was watching the news, and they covered one of the events that was happening locally with the existing team that was here. And as soon as I saw it, I got their contact information, and I started making phone calls. And next thing you know, I'm on the team. So.
That's amazing.
When I
That's
first
sick
started doing it, it was difficult to sell because it wasn't very popular, and a lot of people didn't know
How
about
long
it.
did you say you've been doing it?
About 5 years. Yeah, and so when I first started doing it, it wasn't very popular. A lot of people didn't know about it. So it would easily get mistaken for LARPing or something similar. And so in order to differentiate ourselves, I started a social media campaign showing people that we use real steel weapons, real armor. We would go out to the parks in Louisville and fight around there and just show people that this is real full contact steel
So
fighting.
you just like set up a fight in the park, or
Yeah,
you just,
yeah, we would show up at the skate park and just start
Start beating
fighting.
the hell out
And
of
next
each
thing you know, we'd have a crowd of 20 people around. So
That's awesome. That's amazing.
it's an international community throughout the world. One of our team members, Eduardo Fasaro, is fighting in Italy right now alongside one of the Lexington Lycans, actually. So
Okay.
it is a worldwide event. You can fight several different types of organizations that have different rules. And, each type of fight is going to have kind of a different strategy to it.
So you said you have a history of MMA. So you're a professional MMA fighter
Yep.
for a while.
Yeah.
What do you find differs between the two? Like what?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's cumbersome,
Yeah.
right? It's hard to breathe, it's hard to see, it's heavy. So it takes a lot more endurance, I think, a lot more cardio in order to fight these rounds. Some of which you saw today were only 1 minute and still extremely difficult to continue fighting for just 1 minute. So I think to me the biggest surprise was the endurance and cardio difference that it takes in order to fight in armor. But there are a lot of similarities as well. The type of fighting that I do at AMMA is done in a cage, and it's very similar to mixed martial arts rule sets. So you can take each other down, fight on the ground, and that kind of thing. So it's not too different. You're just adding a sword.
Yeah. Because say I wanted to do this. Say I came up and I said, Brandon, I want to do this, and I want to use a poleaxe. And you'd just be like, all right, get your armor on, let's give you a poleaxe. Or do you like train with people and you say, okay, you got more of an aptitude for a mace? Or, how do you do?
Well, I mean, we just kind of feel it out. We let everybody get their hands on everything, and you'll determine what you think feels best in your hand and what avenues you want to pursue. So I'm not necessarily here to guide someone in a specific direction or make cookie cutters of me. I'm here to help you find yourself. So whatever you think is best, we're going to develop those skills and chase that avenue. Just thinking off the top of my head, probably we use maybe 10, 15 different types of weapons, and we're talking arming swords, long swords, short axe, long axe, glaives, pole arms, bardiche, falchions. I mean, there's a ton of different weapons that we can use. And there's a basic rule set that goes along with, as long as your edge is 3 millimeters, you don't have points greater than, or sharper than 90.
I assume it can't be sharp, right?
Right, yeah. And we're not allowed to thrust for the safety of the fighters and that kind of thing. So there are some rules in place that kind of help those weapons be a little more safely used in combat sports versus what they would use in historical aspects. I like an arming sword. It's what I have the most experience with. It tends to be a little faster and maneuverable. I like fighting with a long sword and long axe as well. It just depends on what type of fighting I'm doing.
Do we have an arming sword we can show? Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here is a punch shield and an arming sword. So this is my favorite loadout for what we call pro fights, which is the style that's similar to mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
So you can see that this blade has 2 edges on it, true and a false edge, so I can use thumb lead strikes as well as true edge strikes. And then I can also punch with this.
Okay.
That's pretty effective.
Oh yeah, so a big blunt force coming through.
Yeah. So this is my favorite loadout.
So the interviews were awesome. We got all kinds of great information. Those guys were just too cool to get to hang out with. But they said it didn't hurt when you got hit. Let me tell you something.
Told me that didn't ring. Now you're lying. Okay? I hate to say that off the bat, Mike, but you're a liar. That just rang like
Here,
a
let me see that axe.
That's just the baby one.
This is. See? Oh, I think you're just being a crybaby.
Yeah. A little bit.
It's your first time in armor. You're feeling some shots. The padding is important. It adds to it. But you don't get away without feeling anything.
Yeah. Now lift up your visor and let's see that smile on your face, how much fun you're having.
Hi. All right, you ready? Yeah, come on. Right. Give me your best. So,
That ain't the best. One more.
come on. Give me a good one. All right, you ready?
Get closer. Get closer. Get closer. Get closer.
So, like that?
Yep.
All right.
Wow. Yeah.
That's not bad. The chest thing. Hit me in the chest. Hit me in the chest.
So just middle of the cross. Oh, easy. No cup. Easy.
A little higher.
A little higher. Okay. There.
It depends on which plate you hit because they are overlapping
I'd
plates,
imagine,
so
yeah.
it does give you some mobility.
These are a little looser.
Yeah.
So
Don't stay away from them. I know that's the problem. We only
that's
Mike
where
swing
that's
again.
where the cod piece comes in handy.
Right.
Or the
Right.
brig and the...
Yeah.
I'm gonna get struck by lightning and stand around in the middle.
I'll get-
Well, that wasn't too bad for a completely impromptu interview in the middle of a Renaissance fair, was it? It was amazing. Thank you again to the Lousiville Royals, Amanda, Mike, Brandon, and then to the Cincinnati Barbarians for letting Craig talk to us. An honorable mention to the Lexington Lycans. We didn't get to talk to anybody from that team, but they were there fighting, throwing hands, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. We got links to, we're going to have links to all the socials in our show notes. So check the description, check show notes. Go check out all those guys, the Lousiville Royals, the Cincinnati Barbarians, and Lexington Lycans. You can get some sweet swag. Represent your teams. And if you like the Hills Have Nerds, as always, let us know what you thought about the episode. Let us know if you're going to go be a knight and be chivalrous in the hills like these guys are. Email us at hillshavenerds@gmail.com. Come on our Facebook. Just search Hills Have Nerds. Or come check us out on YouTube. If you're not watching this on YouTube already, come inside our Discord. We got a Discord. We talk all things nerdy, what we're doing, what we're reading, what we're watching, what we're playing. Come join the discussion. Let's have a good time. And if you want to help out the podcast, we have a Ko-Fi. We're going to have links to that down there. You can get all kinds of great rewards, membership stuff. And we want to give a shout out to our Ko-Fi members that we have right now that are helping make the show awesome. Nick LaRosa and Brittany Johnson, thank you guys so much for donating and helping us make the show everything that we want to be, what we want it to be, and that hopefully we make the best show for you guys. Guys, take care. We'll see you next time.